I can describe the season in one word.
Great question.
Oh, man.
If I could describe the season in one word, it would be, that's a tough question.
Games in the books. It's all about win or go home basketball as the Raptors 905 are taking on the Grand Rapids Drive. Only 12 teams remain on the march to the NBA G League Championship.
For a third year in a row, we've been able to make the playoffs with very heavy roster turnover. Losing Deng Adel to a call-up, losing Kyle Collinsworth to injury, Chris Boucher being away to spend big time with the NBA club. And they played through all of that again. And you know, you can do that once, you can do that twice. To do it 3 years in a row and get back to the playoffs, it's incredibly rare.
It's the NBA G League's own version of March Madness. With this playoff format, one and done, there's very little room for error. This is what you play for, this is what you coach for. Head coach MAHLALELA said it all season long, win the moment. There's gonna be plenty of moments to go out there and win tonight. To Miller, swing, good ball movement, Baldwin, better!
That's much better basketball.
19 for the drive. Lloyd and one! Good Lloyd! Finds Adams in the corner. Boucher on the follow! Wheels up Chris Boucher! Layup to Marcus Thornton for the win. No good. And we are going to overtime. Here's Lloyd to Chris, and he lays it in. Back-to-back buckets for Boucher.
You gotta love games like this, coming down to the wire.
Lucas, like a prayer, has it answered. Baldwin, looking for Boucher, takes it himself. Withers sticks on him. He gets a block. The fall, the make. That is a big bucket by Mr. 905, Jordan Lloyd. Lucas skips past Baldwin, kicks it to Withers. No! Boucher with the rebound. 1.2 to go.
That's a good look.
And that is the ball game. A hard fought, and I mean hard fought. 91-90 victory for the home team in overtime.
From NYCB Live in Uniondale, New York, it's the NBA G League playoffs. And tonight, the two-time defending Eastern Conference champions Raptors 905 take on the top seed in the East, the Long Island Nets.
For the Long Island Nets, they are without question the hottest team in the G League, and they don't lose very often here at Nassau Coliseum.
I thought it was one of those games where it's like, you had to be the one that laid the first punch, and they happened to lay the punch before us, and we had some fight in us. We showed in that third quarter when we made that like 18-4 run or something, but ultimately they had us in the corner most of the game.
The reign of the two-time Eastern Conference champion is going to come to an end. Got to tip your hat to this 905 team. Obviously, we talked about the organizational success for Toronto.
It was frustrating. I just think that team outplayed us and had more effort. They wanted it more and just outplayed us from top to bottom.
33 points for Boucher, but not enough for the 905. And in their first playoff game in franchise history, Long Island with a 13-point win.
Yeah, I think our last game there was a tough one, and I think that our team couldn't quite get the details figured out. But that being said, I thought they fought really hard, and they had a push there in the third quarter where they really sort of gave a lot of energy and gave a lot of fight, and almost got it back to a real manageable basketball game.
You know, I wanted to win a championship. I think a lot of people on our team wanted that too, and we fell short. So, you know, I think it hurt us a little bit, but we know that you know, everybody on the team, we know that we had a good team and good players. So, you know, we can only go from there and, you know, think about, you know, the positive that we had this year.
Yeah, so proud of Chris. I mean, I think from the opening jump, he really sort of showed a step above and a level of passion and commitment to his craft that began in Summer League with us. And no one could have, I think, guessed that he would have ended up after the course of one G League season being in our program, you know, being the MVP of the league, being the Defensive Player of the Year, and just testament to him and his character.
Fans, after averaging 27.2 points, 11.4 boards, and 4.2 block shots a game for Raptors 905, Chris Boucher has been named the 2018-19 NBA G League Most Valuable Player, as well as the Defensive Player of the Year. Toronto.
I played with maybe other talented players, like I played with some high talent guys and high character guys. But I think this, top to bottom, was the most talented team I've ever played on as a unit. This team had so much talent and so much leadership and some of our great leaders, but there was very little bad that happened in the season. I know everybody might say something different, but for me, we have so many high character guys, so many very talented guys. This team has about 6, 7 NBA guys. It's just crazy to be a part of something like this.
I think one of the closest teams, to be honest, just you know, seeing how like there's so many different trades and, you know, guys being assigned up and down and guys getting cut and waived. I think our team was just like a really close-knit team. You know, everybody was gelling from training camp to the end of the season. Everybody, it felt like we were there from the beginning.
Normally with professional teams, you kind of got 1 or 2 people that you kick it with. So to have our group always stick together, go out together, hang out, have dinners with each other, I think helped a lot on our on-the-court success.
We stuck together, man, through a lot of adversity, man. Like I said, we had a lot of guys coming in and out, but the guys we brought in, you know, they did buy in, and you know, they became with great people, so that made it even better.
The season was a success, you know, Coach JAMA's first season, and I think we, not where we wanted to finish, but more positive than negatives, for sure.
I wish I could tell you what's next. Just going to continue to progress and continue to work hard and just continue to grind and then see what comes next, whether that's here, whether that's internationally, whether that's wherever it is. I'm excited for what the future holds.
Yeah, right now, just go home, spend time with my wife, my family, and then, you know, just kind of regroup from there. But my goal is to make it back to the NBA, so we'll see what path I take to do that.
You know, I'm going all in this summer. You know, it was a bounce back season, but you know, I don't like to make excuses. You know, I'm here, got the tools that I got at my disposal, and I believe they're NBA level tools, and I'm an NBA player.
I think next season is now one of taking the learning from year one and implementing it and getting better. And I think this summer will be filled with analysis and looking at it and trying to find the best players to do so next year and coming back with some real fire, some real energy, and getting back to our basics.
If I could describe the season in one word, it would be fulfilling.
Uncontrollable.
Eventful.
Appreciative.
Learning, you know, a lot of learning.
A roller coaster.
Probably dynamic.
Exciting.
Resiliency.
Rocky. Growth. Just because I feel like we grew as a team constantly.
Positive. Yeah, we didn't win and things didn't work out the way we wanted, but I feel like there's just always good energy and positive energy that, you know, life is good. So positive is the word I'd use.